My name is Xiaochiang. I originally came from China, but I have been living in United States since 1986. I'm currently a research scientist at the School of Information at the University of California at Berkeley. I run a project called Counter Power Lab, which focuses on information technology and freedom of information on internet. I'm also a founder and chief editor of a bilingual news website called China Digitaltimes, which focused on suppressed voices and information in Chinese social media. Well, China actually has a very pervasive digital infrastructure starting from middle 90s until now. There's over 1 billion people that have access to the internet and smartphones. It's very vibrant social, economic activities on the internet. China has some world's most advanced tech companies like Alibaba, Baidu. However, Chinese government, being an authoritarian regime, always afraid of freedom of information and freedom of expression of its own people. Therefore, it does two things to control the internet. One is build a software and hardware called Great Firewall. That's a nickname. Official name is called State Data Across Border Gateway. This apparatus actually filtering the internet access of Chinese internet users to access certain websites outside of China, particularly on political news contents. Inside of that Great Firewall, which is under the Chinese government total control, the state invested enormous of resources on the internet police, on the sort of a bureaucracy that control the internet companies. They call it, led by the top office called Cyber Administration Office of China. Then most of the online censorship are actually state delegated to the private companies who provide social media services like Weibo, like WeChat. And those companies who hosting the content are responsible for keep the content on their platforms under the state instruction. It's enormous of the burden to those Chinese internet companies, but they have to do that in order to be survive inside of China. So that's being said, the Chinese social media constantly have a variety of informations that pushing the boundary of the censorship. So the censorship and the resistance to the censorship is a constant phenomenon on Chinese social media. Well, fundamentally, the Chinese Communist Party is a dictator, one-party dictatorship. Right now, these days, even one-man dictatorship. President Xi Jinping, a general secretary of a Communist Party, seems like wants to have become a lifelong dictator of China. Like any modern authoritarianism, it always plays on a fundamental dilemma. It's the few rules many, but they don't say so. They say, in the name of many. Chinese Communist Party always say they are on behalf of Chinese people. Let's say the country, the state called the People's Republic of China, but it's not people's. It's not really a republic. There's never a real election. And the Chinese Communist Party claims that it does everything on behalf of the Chinese people, but in reality, all this economic and political and legal infrastructure is serving that power monopoly of the Communist Party. Therefore, this legitimacy issue based on fundamentally a lie, and they are afraid of the real free expression and real free information will make the Chinese people fully realize such a lie, then undermine the legitimacy of the Chinese Communist Party. That's why they have to control. That's why they have to censorship. That being said, the Chinese government also does enormous of a propaganda that to construct a different narrative in the mind of Chinese people. But that kind of a propaganda also needs to be protected by state censorship. Otherwise, it cannot be really survive. That propaganda doesn't really survive if living in a free information environment. Well, I think to desire for the freedom of expression and freedom of information is fundamental humanity. Whether you are North Korean, whether you are Chinese, or whether you are Brazilian, we are all the same. But under different political regime, the restriction is quite different. China has been in the place like North Korea today, in the Mao's China, in the Cultural Revolution, even worse. However, the economic reform over the past 30, 40 years made the Chinese society quite a different society. There's much more information flow and social space compared with North Korea. But also it has another impact. The economic strengths make the Chinese Communist Party has such a wealth to control and have such a state capacity to be very sophisticatedly control the information sphere. North Korean people are living in a different economic and political reality. If I have anything to say to my brothers and sisters in the North Korean is don't forget the humanity is desiring freedom, and it's up to us to not only desire that freedom, but to seek for that freedom.